All right, welcome back, everybody, to game number 2 of this Winners Bracket Round 2 series in the Battle of Central Europe between Sedinolis, the Romanian squad, and the Serbians of myInsanity. And, well, in game number 1, myInsanity had a bit of a weird draft. TCN, they go for the Tiny Wisp. They got to a fantastic start. Basically just steamroll through that game. Almost no contest once they got going. And, well, we'll see what MYI can pull out here in the draft this time around. And hopefully they fall back on something a bit more reliable, I say. But, in any case, I'm Don Horatio. I'm joined once again by Bainshi. And, well, what are you looking for in this next game?
Well, I would like to see a little bit more the same kind of picks and drafting from myInsanity, but maybe a little bit better execution on their part.
Yeah, definitely.
Because again, something I love about myInsanity teams is the ability to, for them to do weird, crazy stuff. As in, that's what myInsanity are known for. That's basically their entire brand through every single game they play. At the same time, though, you do need to execute it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes creativity is a double-edged sword. Sometimes you come up with the best strategy in the world that no one's ever heard of, and then sometimes, well, you had that last game, and, well, this time they certainly suffer for it. They're down 1-0 in this series. One more loss, they go down to the losers bracket, and, well, TCN, they pick up an Ancient Apparition. The ban phase, we did see the Centaur, Invoker, Bat Rider, and Lycan taken out. No surprises there, and, well, Sedinolis going for the first pick, Ancient Apparition. I mean, this hero's good, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sold on him as, like, just straight-up first-pick material anymore. But, I don't know. Sometimes he wins games, and then sometimes in that last game, it's not enough to help you if you fall behind. And, well, MYI, looks like they're going to give TCN a taste of their own medicine here.
Yeah, picking up that IO, and are they going to pick up the second part of the combo, or are they going to leave it right now? As in, both of those are very, very possible. In fact, what they could do in theory is pick up a Mirana right now and basically put TCN into a situation where no matter how many heroes they ban and pick out, unless you use up all their picks and bans, there is going to be a very strong combo on the myInsanity team.
Definitely, and yeah, it's all about how they want to play this draft and how they want to force Sedinolis, but if they want the Tiny, they better damn well take it now. It's all all I can say, or else it will get banned, and then they will find themselves not with the best combination. I do think it is by and far the best Tiny combination, but West combination. But they go for the Nature's Prophet, so global presence, it's a thing, and well, we'll see what they get to pair with the Wisp now that the ban phase will get to come through for Sedinolis.
Yes, we are going to be seeing this first pick coming out. It's going to be a Nature's Prophet, which very interesting. This has been picked up early, as it does suggest that they want to go for a 4-man team fight team, so to say, with that Nature's Prophet just being annoying, split pushing all the time, and doing that pure rat doto. Out of all the rat doto heroes, Nature's Prophet is the rattiest.
He's certainly been around the longest. This guy, he doesn't go away, man. Like, he's always been worthy of, like, a first phase pick in some respect for just, maybe months, if not years. Like, this guy, he just can never go away. He played a huge part in the TI4 European qualifiers as well. He was first pick, first ban material there. I mean, we saw Smile run it basically almost every game he could, and well, we'll have to see how it pans out. And Sedinolis, they go for a hero in Nyx Assassin, who's pretty damn good against IO Nature's Prophet. I mean, Spike Carapace is a nice little counter initiation to an IO gank. And then both of these heroes pretty damn squishy, so if Nyx finds them alone, well, say goodbye if he's got his Vendetta, because it's a lot of pain coming towards those two pretty squishy heroes.
Yep, as we do see that the first ban is going to be a Treant, which is a very surprising ban considering that we already have the Ancient Apparition and Nyx Assassin, and I really would not like to see a Treant put in there, as that would make a very weak laning stage from TCN. Obviously, TCN, they did also pick up a pretty weak laning stage last game, and it did work out for them.
Yeah, but at least they had, like, when you pick a Wisp, you're going to have a weak laning stage, but when you pick an AA, I don't know, if you don't pick a active support alongside of it, I really don't like this hero very much, honestly, in the lanes especially. And Treant AA, I mean, they're two top-tier supports, but I would probably not want them on the same team as each other. It would be annoying to deal with, but, I mean, the disable's not really there.
The lack of hard disables and will make that laning stage very difficult unless you can outplay your opponents.
Yeah, pretty much. And, well, bans continue to come out. We do see the Slark and the CK banned out, so no Tiny ban, leaving it on the table for myInsanity. So, interesting choice there. I can understand the Slark ban since we've seen that the Serbians do like to go for it, and it is a decent Wisp pairing. But CK, in what world is a CK a more viable ban against the Wisp than a Tiny is. I don't really see that, but maybe
don't.
something I don't.
I don't know, because the CK, it used to be very good with that Wisp. It was like, I think the last time I've really seen it picked up would be TI1 or TI2, around that area. But ever since then, with a few nerfs to a Wisp attack, the IO, where he no longer stuns and various other nerfs and buffs to all the various heroes, the Tiny is just far better.
Like the TI3 Grand Finals were the last time we've seen. That's the last time I remember a CK doing anything of note. And well, we'll have to see what does follow here. And well, we do see a Sand King, so the Wisp pairing not quite there yet. But Sand King, just a nice solid support, and does make up for some of IO's shortcomings, I guess. It's a lot of disable, a lot of burst damage as well with the Epicenter, and a Blink Initiator, which is a nice thing to have. It will certainly help, because Sand King can initiate, you just have the Wisp relocate in, and then Nature's Prophet TP, and suddenly you've got a hell of a fight there after only one hero was there before. So I do like the Sand King pick, and I almost always like Sand King picks. I'm very, very biased towards that hero. But we see a Rubik for TCN response, and, well, you can steal some cool Nature's Prophet spells, which is pretty nifty. Stealing teleports is ridiculous, but the Burrow Strike steal is always nice, and this can be an active support alongside the AA. I do like this combination.
Yep, as we are going to be seeing these last few picks coming out, and, well, there is something possibly to think about. It's a little bit of a crazy idea, and possibly maybe a bit too greedy, but a Spectre would be able to go with that global, everybody rotates to the other side of the map.
Yep, definitely, and... well, see what this next pick is, and, well, if they leave that Wisp partner out again, then I would assume the Tiny would be banned next time, but who knows? I mean, well, the draft last time, MY has certainly not been predictable by any means, so banning against them might be a bit tougher, but so far their draft looks like a draft some other teams would pick. It's pretty damn normal looking so far. It's kind of surprising.
Now, if they wanted to make it weird and really crazy, you could also, continuing on that theme of everybody rotating over to the other side of the map instantly, also pick up a Tinker. Yeah,
definitely. It does make your lanes a touch weak. Tinker, if he gets off to a bad start, he's a very squishy hero with no real escape. March of the Machine is certainly annoying, but you need to get those levels up to really threaten someone trying to gank you. And with Wisp on top of that as well, they could get punished quite easily, but I don't know, if you get off to a decent start, you could be in good shape, and they go for a Doom, and this is a hero, he doesn't have the best laning presence in the world, but he'll survive. He'll probably get his level 6 up without too much hassle, and, well, he fights well, he brings the auras to the fight, and, well, I don't know, it's not a typical Wisp combination hero, so, well, they have only their mid lane left, really, so I don't think we'll see one of the traditional combos, it's just a casual Wisp this game, I think.
It does look like it is, and that's a little bit strange. Of course, there are a few heroes in this lineup that do work pretty well with a IO, especially the IO plus Sand King being able to jump in, switch over to the other side of the map instantly, and do a whole bunch of the damage.
Yep, definitely. And we'll see how TCN responds here. They are still looking for 2 more cores here. They've got all their supports picked up, so probably don't want to go with anything too heavily shot down by Doom. And, well, there's still a Mirana in the pool, which is something that comes to mind immediately. Goes nicely with Ancient Apparition and Rubik. Rubik is a quasi-arrow setup and could be good, but they go Faceless Void. And, well, they have the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast to combine with this, and that's combo enough for me. And, well, in the last pick, they can also maybe go for some more burst damage from afar to try and round out this Faceless Void draft.
At the same time, I will say that Faceless Void is a little bit weird considering they go up against a Doom. Now, Doom counters some heroes more than others, isn't he? He's basically many people considering a counter against every single hero, so to say. But some he counters more than others, and Faceless Void is one of those heroes which, if he can get a fast Doom off, it doesn't matter he's got a Chronosphere, it doesn't matter he's got a Leap.
Yeah, definitely, and, well, it's going to kind of come down to see if the Nyx Assassin can find the initiations first, or whatever their third core hero is, because against Doom, you really don't want to let him choose who he wants to Doom. You have to force the issue and make him Doom a target he doesn't necessarily want to go for. Like, if he's forced to Doom a Nyx, I mean, that sucks for him, obviously, but then your Faceless Void is free to do the damage, throw out a Chronosphere, Ice Blast on top of that, and suddenly you've got a one-team fight. So it's going to be down to the other cores of Set and Nullus to really make this Faceless Void work.
Yes, we are going to be... It is worth noting, though, that currently, we are seeing a lot of very strong early game from TCN, meaning that they are more than likely going to be going for a standard 4 Protect 1.
Yeah, it does look like it, and I mean, you don't see that very often these days. You see a lot of aggressive supports and things like that, but this laning stage should be pretty damn passive for TCN, and, well, myInsanity also going to be pretty passive. I don't think we'll see that much going on in the early game unless these last couple picks are particularly surprising, because with the IO, you're just kind of forced to sit back and not play too aggressively unless you have a really nice lane combination until you get, like, 6 and relocate. Then you can start having an impact, and Sand King, he'll probably just want to jungle up his Blink Dagger as well, so... Well, shouldn't be a whole lot of early action. Everybody needs their level 6s to fight in this game. Ancient Apparition, Faceless Void, Doom definitely, Sand King, Wood, and Io in particular as well. So, well, we'll see if that changes. We do see the Magnus and Luna bans, respectively, for myInsanity and TCN. And I'm not sure about that Magnus ban, I guess. It does help set up the Faceless Void Chrono, but I don't know. I think I'm more scared of a Puck in this situation than a Magnus.
Yeah, I would say a Puck would be a very good pickup from TCN. Even more AoE team fighting, again, very good early. A little bit more of a mid-game hero on the Puck, considering that he really comes into focus when he gets that blink up. But at the same time, you know, TCN, they look like they've got a strategy right now that they're looking to basically use their supports and use their other heroes to make sure that Faceless Void gets the ability to farm.
Actually, I think Puck would be good in both these drafts, to be perfectly honest. But then there's really not a whole lot of physical damage on myInsanity. They might, if they want to go late at all... Oh,
way!
I completely forgot about this combo, but it certainly works. And against Faceless Void, throw that silence down. You don't even need to doom the guy potentially. And well, it's all about getting a good start in the lane. Because Ricky, I mean, he is better now with the backstab buff, where you can go ahead and deny those creeps, but really effectively. But even so, he's still really squishy in lane. Blink Strike can only get you away so many times, and well, we'll see if TCN can punish it. But they have a Faceless Void. It's not like they can go too ham on this Ricky.
Well, hey, as in that's basically the only way I can describe that Ricky pick, because I haven't actually seen a Ricky pick in competitive game in a while.
You pretty much, the only time you ever see it is with Ricky, and well, Arise, they don't go for the Puck, they go for a Dragon Knight, which certainly can add in burst damage from afar in Chrono as well, and it also does give you a nice frontline tanky hero to maybe force the issue and let the Faceless Void sit in the backlines until he's ready to throw his Chrono down. But yeah, we got a couple of interesting lineups here. I have to make sure I don't screw up the overlay. There we go. But yeah, this should be a pretty exciting one once the fighting starts. It might take a while with these lineups, but once it does, we should see some pretty sick fights.
Yes, we will. Oh my god, we don't have a pause. Are we really not going to have a pause?
It'll happen. It's going to happen. It has to happen. Oh my goodness, what is this? Well,
we're not having a pause.
It'll come later. Don't worry. It always comes later.
The end is nigh.
Yep, and well, let's go ahead and choose the players really quickly. For TCM, we've got Lion taking up that Nyx heading towards the off lane. Arise going to be taking that DK middle lane. Zizu on the support. Rubik. Quix on the Faceless Void. Last but not least, we got Vuna on the Ancient Apparition.
As you see on the other side, we've got the Wisp being played by Booktop. We've got Grazine on the Nature's Prophet. Cole with a K on the Ricky with a pretty nice hat thing going on there. Gog1 Dota on the Doom. And last but not least, we have... I've been told what his name actually means is Dragon in the Well.
Dragon in the Well? What's the dragon doing in the well? I have no idea, but anyway... Yeah, so, yeah, it looks like pretty passive laning setup. Really, what else would we expect? They have supports that need their level 6s, and they have two pretty... You can't really go aggressive with either of these carries, so, well, we are going to be in for a little bit of a farm war here early on, and, well, we'll hope the action picks up later, pretty much.
As we are going to be seeing that, yeah, it's basically what you said, that it's going to be a farm war. I would say it's going to be a little bit interesting once the Ricky hits level 6, once he starts getting that ability to start ganking and moving around. It's worth noting that if you compare a Ricky to a Faceless Void, Ricky is slightly more of an early game hero. He's one of those heroes who he gets his level 6 or 7, you know, gets that ultimate, gets max whatever he's going for. Like, it varies. Some like to go max backstab, some like to just go max blink strike. Mm-hmm. But they pick up those heroes and just go off and gank, and that's how he becomes a carry.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, Ricky... The comparison between Ricky and Faceless Void is Faceless Void is ready to go every time Chronosphere is up, whereas Ricky, he doesn't really have that many cooldowns to speak of. He's always ready to go with that permanent invis once he is level 6, and with help of a Wisp in a 2v1 lane, he should be able to get 6 in pretty expedient fashion and be just fine.
In the meantime, we do see a
bottom lane.
yeah, basically a 1 versus 1 with this Sand King versus a Nyx
Jungle
Assassin.
Doom. Oh my god, how greedy is this? But I mean, they're against Faceless Void. What are they gonna do about this?
Yeah, this is just so much greed coming out.
It's ridiculous. And there's really, I mean, Rubik can kind of run around and do things as a roam, and Ancient Apparition can maybe help since there is that setup. Maybe gonna land a Cold Feet, but for the most part, they can't really do a whole lot to stop this greed, and that means that, well, we'll see MYI get a pretty nice experience lead here at the very least, and be a bit more efficient in the laning stage.
As we are going to be seeing, at the very least, the Doom kind of rotating back into lane, just using that Devour to pick up the Shockwave and the Unholy Aura.
Yep, and one thing that's definitely a problem for Dragonite mid lane. He does like to spam Breathe Fire and then go grab runes, but against the Wisp dual lane, the IO will just go off and check the runes for his Riki, leave him to get the XP and be fine, and Arise will have to settle for Bottle Crowing once he gets his bottle, and he does have it now, but, well, it's going to be on that courier quite a bit, I would expect, with this Wisp helping out the Riki.
Yep. Obviously, the advantage of this very greedy lane coming out from MYI, or at least the disadvantage, is the fact that this Faceless Void is going to get a lot of nice farm. He's basically going to get free farm for at least the first 15 minutes.
I mean, it's going to come down to all these team fights. I mean, both teams will get everything they want, as we see a Time Walk forward to do not a whole lot, but going for that first hit bash, couldn't find it though. And, well, maybe a bit not in communication with this Rubik there. And, well, DK actually gets that rune. Wisp not really doing the best job checking it, and they even have a rune warp. I guess the DK just left early to go grab it and ditch some XP, so, no, not the worst thing in the world. Riki continues to farm up, and, well, it's going to be pretty damn passive. It's just whoever wins these fights, once they have everything they want, is going to be the one who starts taking the lead here, really.
Yep. Also, I will notice someone in chat earlier during the break was saying that why are we not speaking in German? And for that, I say, Guten Tag and 9.
That's about all you got. Well, I got Mach Schnell on top of that, so I think our German's pretty damn good. But yeah, but the serious answer to that question, I mean, Heflatv 1 and 2 are always the English channels. Heflatv 3 and 4, we do bigger tournaments in German with usually Hefla commentating those, and he'll have some of the co-catchers as well. But as I get distracted doing that, we did have a gank middle lane. Was there a smoke used? Not sure, but they do find the kill, and, well, they actually make something happen. And AA, not the best roaming hero, but when you have someone to pair him with, like the Rubik for a disable, and then the Dragonite also has a stun, you can find some kills with that combination.
As we see, Rubik is trying to go for the aggression onto Dragonite, but Dragonite, he has got the advantage that these backstabs just don't do very much against him. He's got that Dragon Blood, he's got that, you know, additional armor, additional health regen, and it doesn't really do very much, it just tickles.
Yeah, pretty much, and yeah, he's pretty tanky. Really no way this Riki's going to kill him too damn easily. Like, he's not reliant on his spells to survive. I mean, getting silence is annoying, don't get me wrong, but he's just naturally tanky. He's got a bracer as well, and yeah, I mean, he's in just fine shape. It's going to be very, very hard to kill him in this mid lane. Going to require 3 or 4 heroes ganking to try and actually take down this DK.
As we are going to be seeing on this top lane, Doom, it's basically like Doom and Sand King both kind of alternately rotating through the jungle. Because they're actually both jungling heroes.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, Sand King, he does farm the stacks a bit better, so as far as jungle efficiency, he's definitely better. So they let him sit in the lane until he was level 3, level 4, so he had that level 2 in Sandstorm to make the jungling more efficient, and then they just switch the lane situation around, and Doom finds himself in the lane in a nice 1v1 he can handle, and Sand King can stack and farm the way he wants to. So really nicely played so far, and yeah, smart laning decision there from MYI.
As we do notice that Nyx Assassin is actually taking a lot of harassment right here from the Doom. Those right clicks are so painful.
Oh, nice Blink Strike out. Can he actually get away? No, Breathe Fire is level 3. We'll finish him off, and, well, that's the problem with Riki. If you leave him alone in a lane, he does not fare well. The Wisp, busy off stacking, but, I mean, Sand King just, I mean, you could just let him stack for himself. I guess they do want the efficiency here, but, well, there aren't even any stacks. I'm curious, what is this Wisp even doing right now? Just kind of chilling out. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, this guy just chilling all the way back here, not doing very much, and Riki is going to come back in, but that Dragon Knight is even more tanky. But they're going to go for him, that Dragon form. He's desperately trying to get out there, and this may be a first kill for myInsanity. Yes, it will be. Wisp picking that up. Lovely stuff for him.
It does require 4 heroes, but, I mean, it's just Nature's Prophet TPing in, so not the biggest yield there, and well, DK going down does suck, and MY does find themselves on the board. Requires 4 heroes to do it. But, hey, at least they get something out of it. And they really needed to shut that DK down a little bit after how well his lane's been going.
As we do also see that currently right now, Doom is the highest last hitter in the game with 41 and 14, only 5 minutes in. Probably going to be going for 100 if he keeps going like this at the 10-minute mark.
Doom is at level 6 in the bottom lane, but doesn't have enough mana to actually use it quite yet. Otherwise, he might have gone on Lion there, who is getting decently low. But the mana burn, just keeping his mana down, it's going to be hard for him to have the mana to use Doom regularly if the Nyx does stay there. But Nyx will just back off and go home with his low health total. But you know, I feel like he would have stuck around there, but maybe he'll just go... He has level 6 now, so he's just going to look for some Vendetta kills. So we relocate on the mid lane, and, well, there's that global presence. And at any one time, you can basically have 4 heroes in one place. And, oh, they do.
Yep.
Why did he do that to himself? Casual sprouting of himself, using all of his mana on the Nature's Prophet. Don't really know why he did that, but now he has to run home. So...
I think he forgot that he had the wrong... he didn't have enough mana to do the combo. We do the sprouts plus trees.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there really is no real other reason to sprout yourself in that situation, but, I mean... No harm, no foul, really. He'll just go on home. And, well, Sand King, damn close to level 6. Working towards that Blink Dagger. He's very close as well. He's been jungling, well, he's been... I haven't really been watching the jungling. Don't know if that was that efficient, but that early start in the lane certainly helped him out, and he's just been farming. He'll have the Blink Dagger ridiculously quickly on the support Sand King.
Wow, we are talking about greed on the myInsanity side, but just look at what Faceless Void had picked up. A very fast Midas. That is going to make it so he's going to start exploding in farm. And he's already the highest farm in the game.
Yep, they're investing a lot in him. The Dragon Knight's certainly going to help out. And actually, middle lane, did they just go for... no, that was bottom lane, sorry. Middle lane, there was a dive, it looks like, but Rubik making out with barely any health. And actually, Io just dies to the tower as well. So not only do they not kill the Rubik, they lose the Wisp to the tower. And a kill is found bottom by the DK and the Nyx Assassin with his first Vendetta. So really nice find. And yeah, Nyx Assassin, when you have a core Nyx, it's up to you. Whenever you have Vendetta, you need to go find things and quickly. And... he wastes no time making the best use of his ultimate.
We do see something nice here, a counter ward coming out for myInsanity, making sure there's no way for them to spot this Riki here in the middle lane. But this tower is going to start going down. That ultimate, it's worth noting, does do extra damage to towers. 20 damage per second, ticking away with that corrosive breath.
I don't think they need to back off. They can finish this tower. They're just going to get this for free. Absolutely zero contest. And a glyph was spent. Seems like a bit of a wasted... I don't know. I feel like they could have maybe tried to do something, but I don't know. They're trying to get the Sand King blink, I guess. They're just going to sit back and let it go instead. It is the tier 1 tower, though, in the safe lane. So not exactly the first one you want to give up, but well, they're coming. They're going to lift the Doom. Going to throw him back into the Vendetta Strike and a stun, maybe. But Burst Strike, going to catch out a couple heroes, and then Epicenter... Oh, it's canceled mid-channel, not letting it get off. Nice impale there from Nyx, catching 2 heroes, canceling the Epicenter. Very nicely played, and... oh, they find 1 kill. Can they find another one? They really want this Sand King Breathe Fire off cooldown in 1 second. He tries to dodge it, but nope, he will go down to a right click. There's a relocate in with the Riki, but what's he really going to do here? Wisp just going to feed and... I mean, they do get the Rubik here with the Riki, but I mean, triple kill for Dragon Knight, and Faceless Void, he's just free farming top lane, and this is not going well right now for MYI at all.
It is worth noting right now that there's only 1 ward currently in the on the game right now for myInsanity, and that's this one here on middle, meaning they don't really have any ability to spot any ganks. And let's face it, as in this is what this lineup is designed to do. Wait until that 10 to 12 minute lineup, let Void just solo farm top, and the rest of the 4 of them just go around ganking.
Yep, and Quick's trying to finish off this tower. He needs to be a bit careful. The heroes are coming his way. Sand King is the first to show up, but he doesn't have a blink yet, and Faceless Void will play it safe and back up for now. Rubik is coming. They might try to go ahead and finish this, but they may attempt to muster a defense. Let's see. They probably need the Doom for this. Does he have a TP? No, he does not, so he can't even help this. So
this is going to be a very dead
tower. There's no Epicenter, but well, now they know he's there, so I don't know. They'll just let the tower... well, it's in deny range now, so I guess they'll go ahead and grab that deny, I'd imagine, but well, Quick's not ready to let it go quite yet. He does have a Chronosphere. Maybe he wants to use it, but he's just being patient so far.
As he is mostly waiting. Would you see the deny attempt coming out? Just a few more right clicks. Oh, couldn't get a last hit.
Can't wait short. He has a Chrono. Might need to pop it here, and yeah, he's just going to leave. He doesn't have the damage quite yet to actually finish anybody off. And well, speaking of damage, I'll just see what item he wants to go for next. Mjolnir probably, I would say, is the best inside Chrono item, but he also could just go for the Ags first for that tankiness and just that longer Chronosphere. Let his teammates deal the damage, but I think maybe getting at least like a Maelstrom first, or maybe a Mask of Madness would be the best path for him.
Yep. As we see right now, the Doom is hoping to work towards that item, but he might start getting ganked. The A ultimate's going to come out. The stun also. He's in so much trouble. He's going to go down.
Yeah. Nyx Assassin, Ancient Apparition is such a nice combo. I mean, you basically get that free setup for the AA blast. You're basically like, all right, well, just bring it on in. I'll make sure the guy stays here, and then you just get the Vendetta Impale. I mean, how is he supposed to get out? What do you even do in that situation as Doom when you're just trying to farm, man? He could be in his own jungle and that would happen to him. That's the thing. You could do it almost anywhere in the map with that Ice Blast and Vendetta combo. So, well, we'll see if they can avoid it in the future. But it's going to be tough sledding. Sand King, I said he was close to that blink earlier. It's been delayed quite a bit recently. Not able to quite find the farm he wants. I would like to see him just be jungling right now. But right now, Nature's Prophet has to jungle because he can't stay in a lane and live right now. But, well, they might find out the Rubik here. He'll go down almost immediately to the backstab damage. Yep, there you go down. So, easy kill for them. Nice find. But not going to be able to get this Faceless Void. He just backs off. And mid lane, we do have a Dragon Knight ultimate ready, and this tier 1 middle tower could be in a bit of a sticky wicket.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, so you see this middle tower is taking a bunch of damage again. That level 1 ultimate from the Dragon Knight, just so good at taking down towers. In fact, some people like to not level it up until level 2. So we see the Doom coming out, but it's only on the Dragon Knight. He is going to get trapped in, may go down here.
Yep, nice Sprout does catch him out, and Ricky doing the damage as well. And that's a nice chunk of gold for the Doom. Does find 650 gold there. Impale gonna try and catch out this Doom. He's pretty tanky though. They're trying to finish him off, but they can't find the damage. Zizu has stolen Shockwave from the Doom, so he has that Satyr Blast. But top lane, Faceless Void finds the IO, and that was just a solo kill. And yeah, didn't need to spend Chrono to get it either. So nice find for him, and he just continues farming away. He has gone Mask of Madness, so I would expect an Aghanims next after this, or he could go back for that Maelstrom or Mjolnir first.
Has been denied.
Yeah, as we do see that TCN, they are continuing to keep this lead. 5k experience right now with 5k gold. Both very nice far ahead for them. Only 12 minutes in, especially considering they have the better late game.
Yep, definitely. And yeah, the Faceless Void's definitely the best carry in this game if he catches his Chronos. And, well, Blink Dagger's coming out for everybody. Blink Dagger on Sand King. 2 bugs with Blink. We got the Nyx Assassin having one as well. And Dragon Knight going for a Shadow Blade, so he wants to be an initiator as well. Interesting that he goes for this build, even though they have a Nyx on the team who does pretty much the same thing already. But, yeah, still really nice initiation. Can't complain too much. And
double the trouble.
Yeah, pretty much. And, yeah, it means you can go for 2 pickoffs at the same time, different parts of the map as well. So, well, as things start to settle down a bit, we look at this Nature's Prophet. He looks like he's still going for this Midas at 13 minutes in the game. It has the Gloves of Haste, but he's not been able to find much of anything. He's very far behind. Needs that Midas badly to catch up. Nyx Assassin just chilling out. He's going to pop a Vendetta, maybe look for a kill here. Nature's Prophet, pretty squishy. Doom, not so much. But, well, let's see if they do the old Ice Blast combo again. There are a lot of heroes around here, though. Nyx needs to be very careful.
Yes, he does. He doesn't actually know there's a lot of heroes around here, as his Vendetta is going to run out soon, and he's just going to get out there as soon as he spots that Sand King. He knows that he was moments away from death.
Yep, he does have a blink, so he can go ahead and get himself out of here pretty easily. He will peace out, and, well, at the same time, Roshan getting bonked on here a little bit. Not a particularly quick one, but I mean, MOI is just in no position to stop this right now. We do see some pings going out, but that was from the DK, so I don't think MOI knows about this yet. They have absolutely no wards. Yep, they have 0 wards right now, so they have no idea this is happening.
They do have wards on the IO, but at the same time, it's again like what I mentioned before, that there's no map vision against this very mobile team on the TCN side.
Yeah, when you have a Wisp lineup, you also very badly want wards of some kind to help you spot out potential ganks, but, well, not going to be able to finding them with no wards on the map right now. They're going to start dropping some, and top lane, Chronosphere spent on the Nature's Prophet. See ya, buddy.
And he goes down. That Mask of Madness, it is worth noting that although it has a huge downside, that extra 30% damage you take, it does give you a whole bunch
nice
of extra
epicenter
damage.
mid lane. Can actually find out the Aegis immediately. They're trying to go on the Ricky, but nice counter initiation from the Sand King. They will kill the Nyx Assassin almost immediately. DK on the run. He gets dusted up though, and then doomed on top of that. Can they actually find? Well, they don't have the Nature's Prophet for the TP and Sprout in. Arai's still on the run, taking a ton of damage. He will almost certainly go down here. And yep. Oh. There he goes, finally. The Doom does get the kill. Took all their heroes to do it, but they do turn around there with that epicenter. Very nice counter initiation from Sand King. Finds them 2 kills.
And it looks like they're going to be trying to do the push. The A ultimate is going to come out. In fact, Ricky is going to be close. That is going to be very close to death.
Not quite. Not quite going to do it, yeah. And, well,
I think
it's
he
only
needed 1 or 2
level
more
1
ticks.
ultimate, so. Yep, I was very close to death. Nice ultimate there, but not quite able to do enough there. That's the thing. Ice Blast by itself, very nice spell, but you kind of need a bit of help and some follow-up damage to finish off those things. But Faceless Void continues farming. He is working on that Aghanims, and let's see. He probably has something on the courier here. Yeah, he's only 1,000 gold away, and more like 750 away from that Aghanim, so he'll be done very soon. And, well, then the fight gets very, very scary for them. And, yeah, so DK has a Shadow Blade. I reckon he'll go probably for... He could go BKB next. They need some... For a BKB going to be required at some point here.
Yeah, as it is worth noting that who's going to pick up that item, though, as we do see that probably the Dragon Knight would be one of the better people to put it on. Gives him also that magic immunity that goes with his Dragon Blood, and they do have the Void to carry in the meantime.
Yeah, I definitely think that BKB will be a necessity for... Void would rather not get one, but I think he might have to this game against Sand King, and DK will definitely need to get one, because he doesn't have Chronosphere to fall back on. I mean, he just has the one stun, and that's about all the CC he has and ways to deal with bad things. Oh, Wisp, you were in the wrong part of town, buddy. The casual breathe fire afterwards, just making sure if he was there, he'd be dead, but easy kill. And, well, that's pretty much what I feared for that Wisp in the Pernicious Prophet this game is these Nyx ganks, they're going to hurt, and not a whole lot they can do about it if they want to actually split up and farm.
Yeah, because right now we do see that Dragon Knight, in fact, basically solo, like an own Nyx of his own, kind of scouting out the opposing team, and it is a 1 versus 3, though. There is a Sand King, though.
He wants Sand King pretty bad, and, well, Ice Blast is ready to fire if they want to, and Sand King, if he tries to go north, he'll be like, wait a minute. Here comes the Ice Blast. Stun. Ice Blast lands, breathe fire, a couple more right clicks. He should die to the Shatter here, I think. Maybe not again.
No, it's barely not enough.
Very close, very close. Yeah, they need that level 2 ultimate on Ancient Apparition pretty damn badly. Oh, stun from the Dragon Knight, but Ricky's going to jump onto him. Here comes the Rubik. Doom is used on DK once again. And boom, stolen Doom by the Rubik. Doomed and then Chronosphere. That's the saddest Ricky I've ever seen. Nice Epicenter, though, trying to follow up, but then he gets picked off almost immediately. The damage from this Faceless Void is just ridiculous right now in that Chronosphere, and, well... It looked like it might have gone okay. There's going to be a relocate out and saving one teammate. DK buys back. Not really sure why. The fight's already over, but... Well, nice Chronosphere.
I think they want to start just pushing. They want all 5 heroes here, and they could possibly even just start taking tier 3s.
He's just not going to get down here in time to actually do anything. He's just like, well, I guess I'm alive now. I'll just walk towards mid lane and start pushing that in, I guess. But, well, nice Chronosphere. And that wasn't even the Aghanims one yet, I think. Or maybe it was. I'm not sure. He may have had it done before that fight, but in any case, nice stolen Doom, and then onto the Ricky, and then the Chronosphere, just making sure everything goes their way, and they kill off a bunch of core heroes. They're going to try and maybe keep pushing, but with the Aghanims, Chronosphere's back up in 5 seconds. Nice burst strike, we'll catch out the next assassin. Will Faceless Void try to save his team. Ice Blast, actually, you can maybe go in here.
I don't think he has enough mana to really do so, and he's...
Whatever. Oh, yeah, when he's that low on mana, I guess he really can't pull it off, but man, if you got that DD rune come back and corner them, that'd have been pretty nasty, but they play it safe, so... Next assassin makes out anyway with his Vendetta, so no harm, no foul there, and, well, they can back up and just get ready to take their next fight.
As we do see the Void, he kind of wants that double damage rune to go farm up these Ancients. Double
damage! He probably will zip up there, or he'll just head bottom lane, it looks like, and, well, he'll just continue farming away. Mjolnir probably going to be the next pickup here, unless he does decide to opt for the defensive BKB. I don't know what other kind of BKB there is, but in particular, that's one he might need this game. Especially at the epicenter, the channels epicenter outside of the Chronosphere and then jumps in and tries to take out the Void that way. But we see a 2-man smoke. They're just looking for a kill here with the Rubik and Faceless Void.
Now, it's worth noting right now that even though the experiences continue to go in favor of TCN, the gold has started to equalize out. It's still at that 5k we mentioned earlier. MYI doing a very good job to basically regain a foothold in this game, but they are going to have to very, very soon work out a way to, start pushing and start doing towers. As in, it's 20 minutes into a game with a Nature's Prophet, and there's only 1 tower down.
He had a really poor start, and he's gonna go for, well, oh, Ricky, actually, they find the Ancient Apparition in the jungle, and that's not a safe place to be, so Smoke Gank's successful, but they would have liked a bigger target, but they'll take the AA there, and yeah, this Nature's Prophet, I mean, he got a 4-staff, which is nice and all, but his damage isn't really there yet. It looks like he's going for an Orchid with this Robe of the Magi, maybe, as he just gets blown up immediately, but, well, I don't really know. I mean, this Prophet just not gonna have very much split push impact unless he goes Necrobook, and so far he's ignoring that item, and I just have a hard time seeing him have too much of an impact on this game with his current standing and item choices.
As we do see that right now, even with that Nature's Prophet down, both these two teams just kind of grouping up on middle a little bit. But either way, every moment that TCN aren't losing towers, aren't getting force pushed down, this Void is going to keep farming up with that Midas.
Yep, and it will be the Maelstrom to start with and then Mjolnir after that, so no surprises there. Very normal build. DK has that Overcloak now, so he's working towards that BKB. Looking at The other heroes in MYR. I already looked at Nature's Prophet. Ricky, he's got that Yasha now, and he's picked up a Mithril Hammer, so potentially a BKB for him as well. Or maybe a Mjolnir, but I think he might need a BKB to live in these fights. He's just not very tanky with only 1k health against this team. And Doom, he's gotten the Vlads, and he has a plate mail now, so probably a Shiva's here. AC would be nice, but I don't know if he can really... I don't know. They need something to help them win fights a bit more, and I think Shiva's would be a cheaper, more effective fight now kind of item.
So you see Dragonite, obviously himself going towards that BKB. Got the Ogre Club. Looking towards the rest of it, though.
Yep, and, well, if they can find some towers, he'll get in pretty short order. But you do see 4 heroes for the Radiant moving through their own jungle, and, well, might be a bit of an engagement here. They do see him. There's some pings out. Here comes the Wisp. Gonna get absolutely blown up by this Nexus Test immediately. Chronosphere on a couple of heroes. And, oh, Sand King burrows right into the Chronosphere. What an unlucky son of a bitch. And, well, he'll go down. Doom will go on Faceless Void, but they have more than enough lockdown to keep this Void safe. And, well, that's 4 kills. Triple kill for the Rubik. Well, cool for him. And, well, that's a 4-man turn. And Nature's Prophet, he's trying to split push top, but it's slow going. Look how he's just like, boop. Boop, slowly tapping away at it, not really adding a whole lot. And, well, really nice fight for TCN.
I can contribute too, and he might go down right now. I do see the Dragon Knight. He's just doing so much damage, even without his abilities.
Dragon Knight even right-clicking one of the trees instead after stunning up Nature's Prophet, just showing you that I don't need to right-click you yet. I can just click this instead. And, well, I guess, yeah, that makes it kind of a team wipe fight. We'll go ahead and call it one. I mean, all 5 heroes did die, and, well, the advantage for Sedanolis is just going to continue growing if they keep this up. The team fight's just so hard to fight into. Like, MYI has a lot of nice little solo pick-off things, but how do they just win a fight unless there's a perfect epicenter burrow strike? I just don't see it.
I don't see it either, as we just see that, I would say even with a burrow strike, as soon as this BKB comes up in the Dragon Knight, and as long as Void doesn't, get caught in it, this team is going to be fine.
Yeah, the DK pick is really working wonders. I mean, his stats aren't going to be glamorous this game, but he's up at the front lines and forcing the issue and making MYI go on him. He's just like, come on, just go on me. I'm a tanky son of a bitch. Just try and fight me. And then he starts the fight, and he and Nick start the fight. He's done a good job as well. And then Void safe to Chrono in and just catch 3 or 4 heroes every time. And, well, their game plan's just working to perfection so far for Sedanolis. And can't say the same for myInsanity, even though their draft, I think it had hope this game, but they just weren't able to execute these fights early on, and they let Faceless Void get a bit out of control here.
As we do see that, it's worth noting though that you mentioned stats, as in the Dragon Knight is the highest killer in the game. 7, 5, and 7.
Yeah, he's died a lot for his team, but it's definitely worth it. Like you said, I mean, 7 out of 7, so he's been involved in 14 of the kills, and yeah, he's done his job through and through. So he's been playing very well, and Arise, probably the most recognizable player on this team, and he's certainly showing why he is too. He's a very, very strong player, and he's done very well this game for himself.
As we do see that, attempting to go for some ancient farming here from the Nature's Prophet, a little bit of a boost for him. He has got a hand of Midas, but he's trying to go for that Orchid, trying to go for anything. But we just need to see some more, bigger items.
This Orchid choice, I mean, it's not like their team is lacking in silence. It's just, I mean, how is Nature's Prophet's not going to find this silence any better than the Doom or Ricky are going to? Like, I don't know. He needs just something to help split push a bit more. I mean, it does give him some attack speed and attack damage, certainly, but, I mean, Orchid is not your go-to split push item, and I just don't think him showing up to fights with an Orchid is going to save the day here.
As you see, this tier 2 is going to be in so much trouble, just getting burst down. They do have fortification, but there's no need to pop it, and Ancient Apparition will get that last hit. And that's actually, he's almost got his Aghanims.
Yeah, nice little bit of gold for him there. Yeah, he's getting pretty damn close, and we do have a finished Mjolnir now on this Faceless Void. A couple of heroes top. They can defend this tower. They have a glyph. Ice Blast going to come in. If this lands, he Chronos this. He's got to. Yep,
yes, he will.
Just trying to relocate out one hero, but instead Doom just goes down before the relocate even happens. Ricky will go down, and now Wisp has to come back to this. And, oh my god, he had the right idea, but just couldn't make it happen.
A little bit of a shame, but at the same time, that AA ultimate just doing so much damage, and that is going to be another kill for Void, and he's just going to get even more farmed. As in, we're talking about the Dragon Knight, the Faceless Void right now is 7, 0, and 4.
myInsanity, they can't just like sit at a tower bashing it like that and not expect that to happen. I mean, they know what team they're playing against. They need to be more careful, and I know it's definitely hard in as bottom lane. Well, Sand King, goodbye, my friend. You are dead, but it's it's so hard to play against this sort of strategy where you can just get gone on from absolutely anytime, anywhere. 2 invisible heroes, Time Walk, Chronospheres, and then Ice Blast on top of that. It's just, when you're behind, it's just such a pain to play against. Nature's Prophet in the jungle, gonna get mana burned up. Nick's trying to finish off this kill. Can't really find it quite yet. Has mana burn here another second, and he'll finish it off.
And that is, well, another kill. And this myInsanity just getting picked apart moment by moment. And it's worth noting right now, just look at the aggressive wards on the side of TCN. They're the ones with the better late game, but they've got their opponent's jungle completely warded.
Yeah, doing a very good job. And Faceless Void will finally go down top lane, maybe being a bit too aggressive, pushing a tier 2 by himself. Then to get doomed up finally. And, well, that's almost 1,000 gold for Ricky, so something they very badly needed. And if they're going to get back into this game, that's the sort of kill they need to find. But, well, hopefully Faceless Void, now that he's had his first death, will play a bit more conservatively, I guess, because he doesn't really need to be throwing himself into that sort of situation. We've seen the success comes when he follows up on that Nyx and Dragon Knight initiation instead of being at the front line himself.
And we see Ricky has picked up a BKB. That just shows you how bad all these ganks have been to him. As the lift is going to come out. Can Ruby get out there? Yes, no he can't. He's even going to give up a gem, and that's actually pretty huge right there.
Sand King dies in the exact same place he did a minute ago to the same to a couple heroes again. I don't really know what he thought would happen, but he died again, so.
Again, they have no wards there. I think they had one on this top rune, and that was all they've had.
Yeah, they've had this gem on the Rubik for a while. He did just lose it, so it must have gotten picked up by somebody. Who has it now?
Wisp.
Wisp has picked it up, yeah. So they've been dewarding constantly. They bought that gem a long time ago, too, so they've been very cognizant of that. And, well, a couple of big items coming up for TCN. You got Aghanim's done for the Ancient Apparition. BKB's done on Dragon Knight, so he'll be even harder to kill now. It's gonna be tough sledding.
Yeah, but we do see that on the Void, however, he's already upgraded that Maelstrom. Got that Aegis, got the Mask of Madness. What does he go for next? Well, he's already brought it. What's on the Courier?
Well, he's selling his Midas already, but let's see. Is he? He's going for Daedalus, so more and more damage. He actually does need a little bit more inside. We saw up top. I mean, he did get that really nice chrono, but wasn't. I don't know. A little more damage will certainly help. Well, nice Burst Strike. Epicenter actually might clean up Quicks here, but can he actually get out? He needs to find the Time Walk, and no, he actually throws up the Chronosphere again. Or not again, he hadn't used it already, and Ice Blast will fall through. He will be forced to fall back, and did he go down there? No, he did not, so he managed to make his way out. Dust does fly out. Nature's Prophet on the run, and he will almost certainly go down to the next Assassin here. Mana Burn in a second. Or just blink out and smack him in the face with the Vendetta Strike, so that's a team wipe. They almost got Faceless Void. Very, very close, but they just could not finish the job, and, well,
and the thing is,
looking desperate.
If you have a look at that team fight was basically as good as you could have expected to go for MYI.
Yeah, that was that perfect Epicenter Burst Strike initiation that you kind of needed, but just not enough.
They got the good ones of both the cores. The Faceless Void did nothing in that fight.
Yeah, and they still lost other than Chrono. Yeah, he was stunned up, caught up by that, and then Ricky silenced for a long time, almost died, and then just threw up the Chrono and basically right-clicked Ricky a couple times and left, and yeah, you're right. I mean, that initiation from Sand King maybe wins them a fight 5-10 minutes ago, but it's just too late.
At this point, this is going to have to be a mistake by TCN.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's Faceless Void having, like feeding is the only way out of this. Nature's Prophet does finally finish his Orchid, so he has his first real item. Force Staff's kind of like an intermediate. It's not like a big item by any means. The Orchid's the first real one, but, I mean, like I said before, I just don't think it's going to help very much, to be perfectly honest. And, well, we'll see if it does help out at all.
Obviously, Void, he is deciding to go solo this. Well, half solo. Dragon Knight comes in to help and just permanently stunning him up. That time lock, so annoying.
Yep, even Roshan can get permabashed. He's permabashed some heroes in his time, so it's only fair that he get bashed as well. So they'll get the Sages pretty damn quick, and he's got that slot open as well, so this is way with an Aegis. They couldn't kill him once, they probably can't kill him twice. He'll have the Sages here in a second.
And that also means he can play so aggressive, take so much damage to the face, and, you know, it does nothing. As there is going to be an Invis on the Dragon Knight. Invis to go with his Invis.
Looking for a fight in, well, I heard Void Time Walk, but where did he go? Oh, he's just over there, never mind. But anyway, they're looking for a fight here. And, well, MY, they're on the run. They smoke up just to run away, pretty much. Here comes the Ice Blast flying through, trying to hit. Nice blink in from the Nyx. Will catch out that IO. Dagon to finish, and, well, easy kill for them. And now they can probably just go ahead and push the high ground. I mean, I don't think they needed to kill the Wisp to do it, but now they definitely can.
as they're doing a little bit of split pushing as well. MYI doesn't really have that much lane clear. It's surprising considering they have a Nature's Prophet, which you consider the better pusher. But at the same time, if you're having to actually stop the push yourself, Nature's Prophet is not that great at it.
No, he definitely isn't. And like I said before, he's not built for really fast split pushing. If you want to actually play like this, and he's been split pushing the entire game, so I just don't really understand this Orchid. He should have just gone Necrobook. I don't know. It would have been a bit more effective. But in any case, they're going to start bashing away on this tier 3 tower, and, well, I don't know. What can they really do? This Aegis, they can't really initiate into it. And, well, here comes the Blink. I mean, not the Blink. The Time Walker. Chronosphere being used. Going to start going to work in the Sand King. Wisp will die immediately as well. 2 kills right off the bat. Ricky caught out. Does pop his BKB. Mask of Madness trying to go to work for this Faceless Void, but he's taking actually quite a bit of damage from it. Does have the Aegis, though. And actually, the Bash Lock on the Nature's Prophet almost finds the kill, but, well, Scotty attack from the DK will come through. Buybacks left and right to try and hold this, but Aegis is back up. I mean, sorry, the Faceless Void is back up after the Aegis. It looks like they will hold at the cost of a lot of buybacks, but they do take out the Aegis, and, well, they still have their tier 3 tower standing.
Yeah, I think that was an okay defense, but at the same time, they still continue to go even further behind. We see Nature's Prophet desperately trying to go for the initiation. Nyx could go down. Yes, he will. The Orchid damage is a little bit too strong, and in fact, that's going to be a lot of gold for Nature's Prophet right there.
Yep, putting that Orchid to work after I flamed that item choice, but showing me what I know. But anyway, Daedalus is now done on Faceless Void. I'd like to see him go for something defensive here, because we saw in that fight, I mean, he's pretty tanky with the Aghanims, but when you turn your Mask of Madness on, I mean, it hurts, man. You gotta... And BKB is one way to deal with that Ricky Silence as well. It's a very defensive item. You don't want to get it, but I think it'll just help them finish this game. It'll let him fight outside of Chronosphere as well. I think BKB is the right choice.
Someone in chat wants Void to go Refresher.
Well, it's pretty strong, but I don't think it's the right decision here. It could work, but I'd much rather just see the BKB to be sure. We see a relocate. They want this Faceless Void, but he has Chronosphere back up. They need to be careful jumping into this. In fact, he might turn this around on them. Here comes, oh my god, the Ice Blast, the Chrono. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's going to start going to work. Sorry, Nature's Prophet doing what he can from outside, but, I mean, finds 2 kills. Can't quite finish off the Ricky, but Ricky still has that shatter effect. He will go down to that 12. We do see the Sprout. We'll delay and probably save this Nature's Prophet for the time being, but we do have the Rubik. He has left up in 6 seconds again. Trying to chase down, but here comes the Orchid, so no way to cancel this right now. No bash. Unfortunately for Faceless Void on that first shot, and Prophet will escape, but once again, 3 heroes going down. That Chronosphere, they just, that Ice Blast combination is just way too good. Yeah,
as in the Ice Blast, I think they've hit that about 4 or 5 times now.
They're doing it. It's just not that hard to hit. Ice Blast is just, I don't know, it's ridiculously good spell, and this is a much better draft for an AA. I wish we saw things more like this more often instead of people just picking Ancient Apparition and not really having a plan for it, but when you pick Faceless Void, you've got a plan for that Ice Blast. You have a really nice setup, and you can really put it to use. So I really, really, really do like this draft from TCN. It's been fun to watch. Always like that old Faceless Void draft. And, well, here comes this... Oh, Sand King. You might be in a bit of trouble here, Boyo. Gonna burst right to the high ground. Should be fine, but, well, you know who's not fine? Io. He eats the Dagon in the face. And, well, looking tough.
Considering that Nyx right now has a level 2 Dagon, you could probably just use the Dagon +1 spell and take him out.
Pretty much, and well, they're gonna start going back to work on this tier 3 bottom tower, and well, they watch out the Sentry Ward as well, just casually. And heroes are coming back up, so maybe they can try and make a defense, but there's still a Chronosphere on this Faceless Void. Nice Blink, Impale will catch out the Doom. Can they finish him off? DK going to work with his BKB. Not finding the kill quite yet, though. Nyx Assassin does go down. Chronosphere catches a couple heroes. Ice Blast flies in as well. And Doom just runs into the Chronosphere. Not quite, but, well, it was close. He does Doom the Faceless Void, but they have no follow-up now, and he's just going to keep smacking away at the racks even though he's doomed. And
there is no buybacks on the MYI team. This may be, at least 1 or 2 racks, maybe even game.
They exhausted all their buybacks in the last Rack's defense, so nothing really here to do. Nyx Assassin finds Nature's Prophet as well. He's down for 83 seconds, and, well, that might be your game. It's pretty much over here, and yeah, there we go. So, well, while they continue to hit some buildings, we'll look at what this means in the tournament. So we do have TCN moving on to the next round. I'm not sure who they play against, but
it will be against Oslisk, who ends up beating Aftershock.
Okay, Oslick, they've been putting on some pretty good performances lately, so that should be a very nice game to watch for sure. And then we do have myInsanity. It doesn't get that much easier for them. They fall down to the losers bracket to play Madam Spess or Northern Lions, and, well, we saw them play and performed pretty damn strongly yesterday in the losers bracket. So maybe we'll see it again. Nice play, Burst Strike Epicenter, but Chronosphere's just like, nope, don't do that, please. And well, Faceless Void gonna go ahead and just go on to this Doom. He's pretty tanky, but it's just not enough. And Ricky, it could be the next one. They're going in one at a time. They want to die. GG, well played. Does get thrown out after the conveyor belt of death, just throwing those heroes into the mix. And Faceless Void finishes a hard into Rask, but doesn't really matter that much. GG flies out, and nice convincing series. TCN 2-0, looking like the favorites in this tournament.
Yeah, but as well, myInsanity, looking at this bracket, probably one of the hardest challenges they're going to be facing, and, well, they take them out 2-0 in some very convincing fashion. TCN looking very strong, as that is going to be, well, 16-49, a 2-0 victory for them. And don't forget, if you enjoy what you've watched here, if you enjoy everything, whether it's our broken up German or the awesome games we do have, can be found and followed on Heflatv 1, 2, 3, and 4, with 3 and 4 being German.
Definitely, and yep, follow us on YouTube at Heflamoke, and then we are Heflatv on Twitter and Facebook. So be sure to follow us there so you know when we go online. We do try to do social posts for all of our games, and then if you're on Twitch, well then, if you follow us there, you'll definitely know when we go online. So definitely do that, and we'll be back at 21 CEST. That's the first time that, well, sorry, that's the scheduled time for the next game, but if it's ready to go, we might jump into it sooner. So definitely, we'll leave the stream up, put some music and some ads on, and then we'll be back with the next game as soon as we can. I'll update the time if it changes, and, well, we'll be back with that losers bracket game here pretty shortly. I think it will be the MYI Nadim's Best game. Should be fun to watch. And, yeah, that's it. So we'll be back on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere. Chill out, listen to some good music. And, well, that's about it for now, and we'll be back soon.